Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine and today's video is going to be the 4th installment of my 5-day long Favorites of 2019 video marathon. For today's video, I will be sharing with you 20 of my most favorite YouTubers whose content I have been enjoying all throughout 2019. And because it's such a long list, I will just go ahead and jump straight into it before this video gets way too long. So first off, we have Samantha Mudge, who is arguably my favorite YouTuber to watch for 2019. I think I actually discovered her just earlier this year when Kathleen Lights shared her YouTube channel with us on YouTube. Samantha does videos that are just very simple and comforting to watch. It just reminds me of how old school YouTube used to be, which is people just sitting down in front of a camera, not too fancy with their backgrounds, and just talking to their audience, just chatting about their favorite makeup products and their experiences with buying, hauls, decluttering, doing makeup tutorials, or just doing makeup together. She does many of those kind of content, and she's actually one of the most hardworking people that I know in this world, because she's not only just a YouTuber who posts 4 to 5 days a week every week. She's also a published author, and she runs a blog. To date, I think she has already published 8 books, if I'm not wrong. She just recently published her latest novel, which is I think titled Lauren 6 or something like that. And I recently purchased her first novel, which is titled Destined to Fail, on Kindle, and I've been meaning to go through it. I've already started the first chapter and I'm very excited to see how she writes and her stories that she wants to tell. And as if that's not enough, she also has just recently started a podcast on her own called Start Inspired, and I've been listening to it consistently ever since she launched that podcast. I really appreciate how open she is with her audience, with how she shares about the struggles that she's been through in her life, and telling everyone that they can make it as well. She just achieved her dreams by just working very hard every day and being so motivated and inspired, and I don't know how she stays so motivated and inspired. It just inspires me to want to do better, to want to realize the limits that my own capabilities can attain. Earlier this year, Samantha also collaborated with Ofra to create her own highlighter and a lipstick favorite sets or something like that. I'm not very sure, but she just had the opportunity to collab with Ofra, and I think that's so amazing, and she deserves all the success in the world, knowing how much and how hard she works for these things. I just want to fangirl on and on about how much I appreciate Samantha and all she does, but we have 19 more to go through, so I must just move on ahead. Next up, we have Christy from Raw Beauty Christy, and she is just so entertaining and I really love watching her videos. I've been following her for a while now, and Christy is just such a beautiful person. She has the best humor, and she has this way with talking about things that just makes me want to listen to her every word, which is pretty awesome. The content that she has posted on YouTube has been a very big part of how I have been approaching viewing the world, as well as approaching viewing, content creating, and YouTube all together. She shares with the audience about how she wants to one day live off grid, and she feels this affinity for nature and she just wants to be a part of it. And she also recently picked up gardening and doing extra things that are not just beauty YouTube, because of how she wants to broaden her content and to broaden the things that she is interested in, and also find a space for it. She created a second YouTube channel with her husband Zach to create extra content about their life, their gardening and her photography. Basically, she just inspired me in thinking that anyone can change. Christy posts very informative, thorough, and also very entertaining content about products and about makeup, and I actually gather a lot of information from her when it comes to new launches. When she plays with makeup, I like to watch her as she does her cut creases and different makeup looks, and I just find her so inspiring, especially when she just shares more about her life. I find it so liberating and freeing to know that someone else is also trying to branch out and not be held in by a box that says that she's a beauty content creator. She's been on and off YouTube for a bit, but it wasn't long periods of time where I really noticed her absence for long. She just came to a realization that she wants to just film as much as possible, and at the same time not feel restricted by like a posting schedule or restricted by the confines that she sets for herself for her beauty YouTube. And I just think that all these realizations and changes that she has been making to her YouTube career as well as her life has been very inspiring for me to listen to and to realize that I can do the same as well, and it has really helped me when I have been struggling with my own creativity and motivation issues throughout the year. Next, we have Tasha Leland. Tasha Leland is like, she used to be very known for like her pink hair and like neon hair colors and very poppy, standard old school YouTube kind of videos. I didn't follow her then. I actually discovered her like, maybe was it last year? I might have discovered her last year, but she has made a very big transition since. She's a Canadian YouTuber, and she lives alone with 3 dogs on a very big piece of land and like a loft style house, and she does a lot of like lifestyle content, a lot of like vlogging. She loves thrift shopping and antique shopping, and she's very environmentally conscious. She eats vegan. She has 3 dogs that I mentioned it already, 3 very very beautiful German shepherds, and she just does very beautiful content, and she has like this color scheme throughout all her videos and all her content that it just makes it so soothing to watch. Like it just is so satisfying because like she loves warm orangey brownish earthy tones, and that comes through in like her styling of her clothing, her house, her interior design, and she is so good at interior design that it just makes me so inspired, and it makes me want to kind of design my own room and paint my walls orange or like peach or something. Yeah, she just has a very very beautiful YouTube channel, and she does very good content. The way in which she is so consistent and passionate about the things that she likes, like the color orange and browns and earth tones and natural living and being vegan and animal loving. She has a very unique way of creating her content, and it's just so artistic and pleasing to watch. And then fourth, we have Coffee Break with Danny, and Coffee Break with Danny is like this Californian, I think. She's like Mexican, and she was originally from California, and then she moved to Texas, and then she had 2 babies. She recently found the love of her life and she got engaged. I've just been following her YouTube for many years now, ever since she had that collaboration with ColourPop, which was super long ago, and now she's just rocking that mommy life. She also owns 4 very cute special needs dogs, and the amount of love that comes and radiates from her person is just so warm, and it just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy, and I just want to be her friend. She does beauty videos, and she also does like weekly vlogs, and these vlogs are oftentimes 1 to 2 hours long, and no, it's like 45 minutes to like almost 1.5 hours, sometimes 2 hours long, and it's just I'll just watch it, I'll just play it and do my own things, and I'll just listen to her talk. Danny has this personality that is just bright and bubbly and cheerful, and she's always so positive even when she goes through like very very tough periods in her life. But she also is not afraid of being vulnerable and showing her audience like what she is going through, and just showing us that it's okay to go through things like that. And I've always learned a lot from her. I find her like, in my head, she's like an older sister that has advice for me every problem I have in my life. From her words, I usually find lots of wisdom and lots of positivity and lots of guidance and light, and it's helped me through many a tough situation myself. All her beauty content is also very very nice to watch. She doesn't do her makeup like the standard YouTuber, Instagrammer, where it's just super loud and super cookie cutter. She does it in a way that fits her face. Like, although we don't share the same features at all, I just enjoy watching her do her makeup in the way that she knows will make her look very pretty. And she also has the nicest skin. I just go like, but how? It's like poreless and just so beautiful. She's just so beautiful. So next we have Mariah Leonard. Mariah has a very aesthetic YouTube channel that I just love watching for how aesthetic it is. She has the most aesthetic backdrop, unlike mine. Her makeup style is like so editorial and unique and so her own style that it's just so inspiring to watch, especially as a makeup artist. She produces a lot of content that is very unique to her style and her channel, and is easy to follow and nice to watch. Like, she does things like makeup that makes me want to put a full face of makeup on. Second impression products that now wow me. Because of how special and different her makeup style is to a lot of other YouTubers, she also has makeup and beauty and skincare recommendations that are very different from the rest of the community. I discover and learn many new things from her, especially like her techniques and the way she likes her makeup to be done is so different, and her content is just a breath of fresh air in like a whole climate of very cookie cutter style makeup videos that YouTubers tend to fall into the pit of doing. And like, Mariah has this personality that's just so hilarious. I find it very, very funny. Like, she oftentimes just appears like she's bored, but she's not, and she really enjoys what she's doing, but she just has this like very matter of fact, like, yeah, I'm just doing this, and then she throws in that surprising F word once in a while, and it's just like, oh, she cracks jokes that are like really, really like funny and dry, and like it's like the type of humor that I actually enjoy very much. So that's Mariah for you. And then next we have Jamari. Jamari? I think it's Jamari. Jamari is ethnically Cuban, I think, and she lives in Florida. She has one of the most aesthetically pleasing YouTube channel that I've ever seen. Like, her Instagram and her videos both are like visionary and like so good. She has this way with editing and shooting and filming that is just so high quality and very well produced and thought over. Honestly speaking, like, I have this thing where I just don't feel like I'm ready to watch content that is too high quality, because like I just feel like I just want to savor it when I have the time, and oftentimes when I'm watching YouTube videos I'm often doing something else, so I don't really have the time to just sit down and stare at her videos, which are all like pieces of artwork in my eyes. Like, even her vlogs, she does weekly vlogs, I think. Even those vlogs are like very aesthetically pleasing to watch. I have no idea how she does it. She's more of like a lifestyle slash fashion vlogger. She has a very beautiful house, very beautiful and well designed house, and I just die every time I see her house. Her entire life is like the type of life that I want to live, in like that kind of house, owning that kind of clothes and looking the way she looks. So she is gorgeous. She has the most beautiful, I don't know, she's just so beautiful. I don't understand. And her hair, she's been trying to get it back to like how it was naturally curly, and it's like, it's just, her hair is so nice and so dark and black, and she goes to the gym regularly as well, on top of everything else that she does. And I don't know how she does all of that she does. It's just so like, I just want to be her. Okay, I just want to be Jamari. Next we have I Covered Thee, and I Covered Thee is a YouTube channel by Alex Coburn. She is a UK based blogger. I wouldn't say that she has a similar style to Jamari, but she has like the same type of aesthetic quality to all her videos, in a style that's very her own. She's also very into that neutral beige life, and she just moved into a new place with like her boyfriend, and that whole house is so beautifully decorated that I'm just like, I want to live in that house, and I want my house to look like that. She has her own style in clothing, and she often does like styling videos, like brand focused hauls, as well as like what I wear in a week, and like other fashion content that you can find on YouTube. She does all those, and she does it in a way that's just so yummy, and her style is just so her. She's stylish and she's chic, and she has like the nicest little personality. She has like this the way she speaks and how she talks makes me feel so comforted for some reason. I don't know, I just love listening to her speak. It's not even about her accent, it's just her. Her backdrops sometimes in her videos are like insane. Like, I don't understand where that inspiration, that amount of creativity comes from, and it's just a lot for me to take in. It's just like I want to be like them. I want to be like these girls who don't feel real but they somehow are, and it's unfair. And number 8 we have the Anna edit. So Anna, she used to be called Viviana or something like that on social media, but now she's the Anna edit, and I think she's been on YouTube for like a good 10 years or so. She's like one of the old timers, and I've been following her for a very long time. She does very, very wonderful, very nice content. She just launched a book this year, I think. It's called My Edited Life or something like that. And like, I'm just so happy for her for like all her achievements. She does content that seems very simple, but it also takes a lot to make content like that. There was this video where she reviewed 6 foundations and she tried every foundation like for a full week while giving her audience her thoughts. So that video took her 6 weeks to make, and it's like, it's insane in my head how much effort she puts into creating like just one video. And she does weekly vlogs, she does check-ins when she tries a foundation or like a makeup look. I really enjoyed her Lisbon vlog. Was it just Lisbon? I think it was just Lisbon. I'm not sure if it's just experience from 10 years of content creating or what, but she's just one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch because her content is always so high quality, and like, I don't care what she posts, she can just make a cookie. I think she did make a cookie or something. Like, she can just post cooking videos. I'm not even into those very much. Like, she can just cook things that I don't eat at all in real life, and I just want to watch it. It's just so good. Okay, then moving on, we have Kelly Gooch at number 9. Kelly Gooch is also another person that I found earlier this year, especially after discovering Samantha Mudge. She's actually Samantha Mudge's friend. She also does very similar kind of content where it's just old school, like talking about makeup. Like, she's a YouTuber that does shop my stash content, and she's also environmentally conscious, so she talks about that in her videos as well. She does penning videos, so she updates you every month, I think, on how much she has penned her products. She's into reusing and using makeup that she already owns. Like, she's very conscious about the way that she owns the product, and she does constant decluttering videos and also hauls. So she makes sure that she rotates her products and is conscious of where all her products are, so that when she doesn't use some products, she would give it away and things like that. It's just very makeup focused, and anything that she posts, I'm very interested in listening to her talk about. Her videos are not fancy. It's really just like me sitting in front of the camera, like just talking to the camera about makeup, and I just think that it's just very nice. It's just very nice to, it's like sitting down with a friend listening to her talk about makeup, and that's Kelly Gooch for me, as well as how Samantha Mudge is like for me. And Kelly Gooch has like this very nice, sweet, angelic voice. I have no idea how. And also she has like the best hair. I have no idea how, but it's always so shiny and it looks so soft. Like, every time I watch her videos, I just stare at her hair. I'm like, wow, I want that hair too. And then next up we have Alayna Davison at number 10. Alayna Davison. She's a Canadian YouTuber again, and she does a myriad of different content. She's a beauty YouTuber, but she does like travel, sometimes like vlogging, because she travels a lot, and like an occasional fashion video. She leads the blogger life, where she's invited to events and she attends all sorts of masterclasses, and she meets all sorts of famous YouTubers and content creators and makeup artists and brand owners. Like, she's living that life. But I love how, I mean, like, it's okay for the change, but I love how she still retains that down-to-earth quality about her. Like, she's very quirky, and she's also very humorous, which I really enjoy in her videos. She's not an independent blogger, and she works with her good friend and her boyfriend, and they are like this small little business that just constantly plan and create and edit. She's just a joy to watch, and I would highly recommend that you go and check her out if you haven't already. Next we have Jamie Page. So Jamie Page is also a Canadian YouTuber. She's actually just 1 year older than me, which is insane because she's quite a big YouTuber, and she creates like the best makeup content, and I've been watching her for a very long time. I just find her very inspiring in a way that she really knows lighting and how the camera works very well, and her videos are always so well shot and pleasing to watch, and it almost never fails to be of the highest quality. The makeup content that she posts is also sometimes a little different and also slightly old school in the way that she does like 5 best and 5 worst products from insert brand dupe videos where she does half a face with like drugstore and half a face with like high-end products, and she still does makeup tutorials. She's also very informative when it comes to like giving beauty news and information on beauty products. Her reviews are very thorough, and she also dishes out the tips and tricks every time she discovers something, and it's just like so... Her videos are very helpful. Her videos are well shot and helpful, and just... I can't believe she's just 1 year older than me. Next we have Emily Noel. Emily Noel is also another big one, and she's also a very long time YouTuber here. She's... oh my god, they're mowing the grass! We'll just have to tough through that because like the grass mowing is not gonna stop. If you don't know who Emily is, she is a former news broadcaster, and then she kind of just like moved on to doing her own thing with YouTube and being a beauty blogger, and she's always kept her old school way of doing things, and she has never... I don't think she has deviated from how she does her videos since day one, I think. So the only things that actually really changed are like her background, because she changed her room, she moved house, and she painted her walls and things like that. Like, it's always in that beauty room with the Alex drawers. It's always been the case, and she's always been like that. She's always unapologetically her, and I just find that so grounding and very nice to watch. And I've been watching her for like almost as long as I've been on YouTube, which is 10 years or so. She does old school, like I said, old school makeup content as well, and if you can see a pattern I really love when they do like old school content, because I am old school too. I started watching YouTube when I was like 10 years old or something, so it has been like a good decade and a couple of years. She has the most enjoyable content, and the way she describes the products that she is showcasing, or the way she describes and discusses the products that she wants to talk about, is so skillful. You have to really watch her videos to know what I'm talking about, but she just... I don't know if it's because of her news broadcaster training, but she just has a way with like explaining things and being in front of a camera and doing this like product news reporting kind of thing. Like, she gives you her information on the products in a way that is like concise and also informative, and informative and entertaining at the same time. And she just had her third baby. I find it so funny because like she put this whole long-lasting routine together, and she wore it before she went to the hospital when she was due to be induced, and she documented how the entire makeup look stayed on for like more than 24 hours, and I just find that so interesting. It's just very homely content that I really enjoy watching in my everyday life, and she really posts quite a lot every week. It's just insane how she manages to do all that while being a full-time mom at home with 3 kids. Next we have that girl Shay XO. So Shay is also another person that I've been watching for like, I dare say, a decade. Shay is very quirky and ditzy, and she's not your standard YouTube cool girl blogger, but she remains to be how she is. From day one, she's just been that silly girl that just talks about makeup and loves makeup so much that she just likes to talk about it and post content about it, and she just does it in front of her camera, in front of that backdrop behind her. I think she pioneered the eye swatching videos. Whenever she gets something new in PR, or when she buys something new that is exciting, she swatches it on her eyes, because she says that swatches on the hands are very different from the swatches on the eyelids. So she goes into swatch every single shade on her eyelids in her videos to kind of review the eyeshadow palette in her own way. I just want to watch it because I want to show her how much I appreciate the effort that she puts into her videos, and I just fear for her eyelids, because that much rubbing and tugging and removing of eyeshadow like 20-30 times every video, maybe twice a week, is definitely not going to be very good for her eyes, and I don't want to let that premature aging go to waste. I just appreciate her effort in the ways she does her videos so much. And she gets so much hate for how much Colourpop content that she posts, because Colourpop comes up with like, she loves Colourpop, And Colourpop comes up with like a new eyeshadow palette every week, at least one eyeshadow palette every week, and then that's when she has to like do eye swatches for her video and her channel. I find it super highly informative. I find her a resource that I can rely on to browse and to further understand the Colourpop products that I might want to buy, and like for that I really appreciate her channel. But to me, she's more than just a Colourpop review channel, even though she does a lot of that content. That's not her fault. It's just Colourpop doing their own thing of like just releasing so much all the time. She tries to do other content, like other makeup tutorials. Her makeup style is so dark and grungy and smoky and black. I have a soft spot inside my heart for Shay, and she doesn't know it, but we're friends. So if you ever want to like check out Colourpop reviews and stuff, she has a very good channel that does a lot of that kind of content for you. She has like this personality that just makes you want to like just follow her. I just want the best for this girl, and I will continue watching her till the day she stops doing YouTube. And then at number 14, we have Samantha Ravendale. If you do not know who Samantha Ravendale is, then you better go look her up right now and follow her right now. She's a Canadian YouTuber who has been doing beauty for a very long time as well, and she's always been very transparent and very straightforward with how she talks about the industry, the events happening in the industry. She doesn't really like to focus on it, but sometimes she has to talk about it, and she also is very straightforward when it comes to like reviewing makeup and things like that. She has evolved from someone who does like insanely creative and beautiful but insane and almost borderline unwearable makeup to now where she does like she claims that she does almost like the same thing every time, but it's just still so interesting to watch and so helpful and educational. She still hasn't given up on the tutorial aspect of her videos, and she always tries to teach you something when she posts like her doing her makeup, or like when she talks about her products. She would really go into it and tell you why she thinks it's nice and why she thinks it's good, and she always brings back the fact that she has been to makeup school, which I feel is very useful because like the knowledge that she has learned and not learned in makeup school, she is applying it to her videos even today, so that when she educates her audience, she does it with a lot more expertise than what some other YouTubers can give. She also has a podcast called Approachable, and she does it with her best friend, and it's also very nice to listen to. I just don't listen to it that much because I find that whenever I listen to her talk about depression, I get depressed. My depression comes back for a while. Yeah, she's just a very relatable character, and she has her own struggles, but she's always been so inspiring, and she's also one of the first YouTubers I think who started the whole like cancelling PR, telling companies to stop sending her PR because she just can't deal with the waste that companies generate when they send PR to bloggers to review. She's so brave and courageous, and she does the things that she wants to do without needing permission from anyone else, and I really love that quality about her, and it really makes me want to be a better version of myself as well. And then next up we have Soph Does Nails. She's like a very recent discovery for me. I just wanted to include Soph into this list because like I've been enjoying watching her videos. Soph is from the UK, and she does like makeup content now. I think she does regular Makeup Revolution content on their channel as well, and Soph no longer does nails, but she always has very nice nails, and I find her super pretty and super cute, and she has like just this very nice and cute face and blue eyes that I just like to stare into and listen to her talk. There's a way about the way she talks that makes me want to listen to her every word. So it's something that I just like to watch when I want to like just stop thinking about everything else. I'll just sit down and watch her videos. So it's just very simple, straightforward makeup videos, but I just find her very nice to watch, and therefore I wanted to share. She's very new, so I don't really know much about her or her life or anything other than she's very big and she's very cute. Then next we have Estee Lalonde. So Estee Lalonde is someone that I've also been following for a very long time. I actually stopped watching her videos for like a couple of years, and then I recently started watching her videos again. She's a Canadian that is based in the UK, and she's a very stylish and very chic lady who does lifestyle vlogs and some beauty content, shopping, fashion, and she also launched like a couple of jewelry lines with some brand. I'm not very familiar because I just kind of moved back into her channel again. I don't know, there's like something very raw about her and how she talks about her life and how she approaches like life. She does a lot of vlogs and she brings us through her days and the things that she do, and she's on like this wellness path that I find very inspiring to watch and to follow along. She doesn't do very like elaborate makeup or anything. She just does like more skincare based, like natural makeup kind of thing, and it's always been the case. I guess that's why I kind of stopped watching her videos for a while, because I was very into the Instagram makeup sort of tutorials. I come back now to watch because my makeup preferences have started to slowly shift back into natural, more sensible, or like more less gaudy. She's been doing this for so long that I think it's just like experience that makes her videos so easy and palatable to watch, and therefore I wanted to include her in this list because I've been enjoying her videos again. And at number 17 I have Hannah Louise Poston. Yep, Hannah Louise Poston. She's like a smaller YouTuber here. She's not only a beauty vlogger, but she's also like a writer, I think. She's very involved in the literary scene. She does relatively long videos, and I always just love like putting her on and doing my own things while she rambles on about whatever beauty stuff that she wants to talk about. She's constantly on a beauty budget, I think. It's like part of her whole channel concept, which is her being conscious about the way she spends money and like how she approaches looking at makeup, and how she tries to save money by not impulse buying beauty products. Her videos are more on the talky and chatty side, but it really feels like a friend is talking to you about how she's been approaching like saving money and like being conscious about makeup. She also has a very distinct style in the way she does her makeup, and I really enjoy when people are very clear on what kind of preferences they like, and they just don't compromise on who they are for anyone or like any trends. Yeah, there's a very poetic way about the way she talks about makeup and the way she approaches the whole like beauty industry and the things that she does. I'm just not very familiar with her as of yet, so I can't really say as much. So if you're looking for something to watch while doing the dishes or like doing housework, check out Hannah. So up to this point at number 17 with Hannah, the YouTubers that I have shared with you are English-speaking YouTubers. From now on, the last 3 that I want to share are actually Japanese beauty YouTubers that I really enjoy watching myself during the year of 2019. So Japanese is my 3rd language, and I can understand Japanese quite very well, and therefore I also enjoy content from a different country and a different group of people. If by chance you can understand Japanese, or if you're just looking for like recommendations for Japanese products and stuff, maybe consider checking out their videos. You don't really have to understand what they're saying to understand that they are recommending some products, I think. If Japanese YouTubers are not your thing, or if you think that you can't understand Japanese at all. If that's the case for you, then thank you so much for watching me till this part of the video, and I'll see you tomorrow in the last installment of my 5-day long Favorites of 2019 marathon. For anyone else that's still here with me for my Japanese YouTuber favorites, at number 18 we have Kawanishi Miki. She's a gorgeous lady. I just find the way that she does her makeup so informative when she does tutorials, and how she makes her eyes look a lot bigger than it naturally is. She does like the Japanese style of makeup. I just find it so easy to follow. She also does a lot of like hauls videos, her favorites videos, occasional like makeup look videos, like makeup tutorials, many like beauty lifestyle related content. She has like these big eyes that just stares at the screen like that. At first I felt quite scared by that, but after a while she just became like another person, and it's just like very nice to watch her. And the way she edits her videos and the way she approaches her humor is like so hilarious, and I always laugh. At number 19 we have Sekine Risa-san. She's another big time Japanese YouTuber that does beauty related content. I don't watch every single one of her videos, but when I do watch her videos, it's always about like the makeup that she recommends and the makeup that she's been loving. When she walks her audience through like the things that she loves and the things that she buys and how she does her makeup, I just kind of watch it a lot more than some of her other content. I think vlogs and stuff like that. I'm always prepared with a notebook to like write down the things that I want to buy if I watch her videos. Last but not least, we have Mimi TV. Mimi TV is like a Japanese makeup product review resource. It's not by a single person, it's by many different like YouTubers slash Japanese models. They just walk you through different Japanese-based beauty brands. sometimes they do like high-end makeup like NARS and Dior and Laura Mercier and things like that. They are not too discriminating. They also do a lot of like specific Japanese brand makeup products like Humi and Excel and Can Make. And it's always very informative because they also do like swatches and they talk about the formula. And they have first dips on products that hasn't been launched yet, so it's kind of like a news channel in a sense for like Japanese beauty products, and I find it such an enjoyable thing to watch, especially when I'm preparing myself for a trip to Japan and I want to prepare myself for the things that I might want to get. And yeah, I think that's all 20 YouTube channels that I wanted to share with you today. I know the last 3 were a bit on the very random side, and chances are like maybe 99% of y'all will not be able to enjoy what I'm sharing anyways, but I just thought that I would just give a space for YouTubers that I enjoy even though they don't speak English. But I understand. But yeah, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this long video. I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching YouTubers and their content, so like I just really wanted a video and a space to share like my love for all these YouTubers and my appreciation for how much they inspire me every day as I watch their content throughout the year. And if you manage to sit through me talking about, or like rather fangirling about all these creators, then please just leave me a comment down below so that I can just personally thank you for liking how I talk enough to sit through that audio. I hope it's not an audio. I hope you really enjoyed listening to me talk about these wonderful women who are doing such good things on YouTube. And yeah, I will also make sure to link all of their YouTube channels and their social media down below, and if they have podcasts, I will also link them down below so that you can go check them out at your leisure. And with that said, I think we are at the end of today's video. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for my last video installment of this 5-day-long Favorites of 2019 video marathon. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. If you have not watched it already, I will have the rest of my favorites videos linked below as well for you to check it out. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye bye!